Home gym versus public gym, which is better?
Good morning. The time is currently... Nah, it's not actually 2:24. Let's check if there's a rabbit outside. Don't say anything.
Once again, I failed to explain, but we were headed back to West Virginia, the place of my home gym.
We have been down here before, which you might remember from a couple of videos ago, which is probably not a good thing because that was like 3 months ago, literally. I don't like have that much equipment down here, so really the only things I can do is like chest press, bicep curls. I could technically do a Bulgarian split squat if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I don't know, we'll just see what I come up with.
The camera's upside down.
I quit.
Oh my god, you're so... It's still going.
And then I made lunch. Another pro of a home gym is that you have unlimited calorie access at your fingertips. This isn't really relevant to the video, but I filmed a bunch of other stuff in West Virginia, so I just thought I'd include some of it. So after I ate, decided to go back to my favorite piece of private property. And of course, I filmed the various gym sessions I had on the remaining days. For some reason on this day, the only thing I filmed was me absolutely cranking my forearms to failure, but rest assured I did do other things. And that concludes the home gym section of the video, but the real question is, how does that compare to a commercial gym? But first,
Basically, I finally got new shoes.
so we will be retiring that as well as that.
Oh yes, we got the dad shoes right here. At least I'll hopefully look a little bit more mature walking around with these on. Oh, these shoelaces are gonna be not so white in a very short amount of time, I already know. Hey, and hopefully they're a little bit more durable than these, cause they last like a year, but cause they're like ripped and everything. Good spot. It is time for the commercial gym part of the video. I don't know why I sounded so enthusiastic when I said that.
And then I went home and had an absolutely dreamy dinner. Welcome to the comparison section of the video. But the first thing I would like to do is give every excuse I have as to why I failed that 100-pound bench press. First of all, I only had one meal that day. Secondly, I hadn't drank any water that day. And third, I had just done the pec fly. So I hope that's valid reasoning as to why I failed. By the way, my max is 105 now. Okay, anyway, we don't have to delay this any further. I have a list here of the pros and cons of the various, well, I say various, there's only two, of the home versus the public gym. So the pros of the home: no travel, unlimited food, you can play your music out loud, there's nobody to look at you weirdly if you film, and just privacy in general in so many different aspects. And then the cons of it, and this is there's only one con that I can think of, and it's a very big con, is not, okay, I already failed it. There's a limited amount of machinery / equipment that you generally would tend to have in a home gym. I mean, some people probably have the same ones, but in just the typical, just average everyday home gym, you're not going to have everything that, you know, a commercial gym has, obviously. So I can only think of one con for that one, but it is a very big one. And then we switch over to the public gym. The pros, and for some reason I can only think of two, and the first one is obviously the main one. It's a very, very big one. There's lots of equipment, obviously, in contrast to the home gym. And then the second one, I just thought I would add one on there because it seems a little unfair to have one. It's very cold. I don't know, I kind of ran out of ideas here. I don't know. They tend to crank the air conditioning very high, or let's just say they tend to put the temperature very low there. You can change that at home, but you know, the government will charge you for it, which is not, you know, it's not ideal. And then the cons of the public gym: it's very inconvenient to get to. This is a very big con. There's lots of people around staring at you, and this goes hand in hand with the third one, which is that you can't film very easily. For most people that's fine, but for me that is a problem. So in the end, after making these comparisons, for me, like, I don't think about it like this before, but like the home gym just seems like better in every way to me. Like, I guess the main issue for me is that my house doesn't have a basement, and you know, you might be saying, oh, you can put a gym in a damn garage or whatever. Like, there's no insulation, it's very hot. I would be miserable working in there pretty much, and plus it's kind of filled up. So in the end, I think just the convenience factor of a home gym, just like cutting the travel time and, well, not having any travel time, it just seems so incredibly convenient to me that, like, that just seems like that alone makes it the better option compared to a public gym, in my opinion. But you guys can obviously just take the information that I just presented you and interpret it how you would like. So perhaps you like the public gym more, and that's fine as well. I would go as far as to say that you should let me know down below in the comments, because I'm kind of curious. Outro time.